Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Leaf Show, Episode 3. Viewer discretion is advised. Hi, everybody, and welcome to The Leaf Show, Episode 3. I'm your host, The Leaf, and we're going to be talking about the first subject today on parenting and kids. This subject comes from one of my viewers. Her name is Tara Renee, so I'd like to give a shout out to her, and thank you so much for giving me the idea to talk about this particular subject today. If you ever have any suggestions or comments, any of you that are watching this, please comment on my Facebook, my YouTube, my Instagram, anything that I'm connected to. So thank you very much. So we're going to be talking about parenting and kids. I became a parent myself a little over a year ago, and I can't speak highly enough about it. I really, really love my child. I didn't really care for kids at the time, a long time ago, and I didn't really want them because, they can be bratty or, whatever the case, but I really care. I really like it a lot. So, but see, there's things about it that are really, really gross. Let's just be frank about it. So that's why there's parental discretion advised. If you don't want to go any further than this, you may want to turn this off, but we're going to be talking about poopy diapers. Yeah, poopy diapers, boogers, throwing up, things like that. Things that kids do that's gross. So if you're a parent watching this, you know what I'm talking about and how gross it can be, especially if you're a first time parent. Oh, so nasty, especially the poopy diaper part. Never forget when I had my son and my wife asked me to change the diaper, and I knew it was coming. I wasn't prepared for it. I don't know why, but I just wasn't prepared for it at all. So when I dove in there, it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen because I'd never done anything like that before. With women, it's a little different because they're so nurturing and caring and things like that. But for guys, it's like, oh, it's just, ugh. No, can't do it. Give me the heebie-jeebies. But it's just so nasty. I mean, and whatever you put in there, whatever you feed the child, it's gonna come out. Like if you give them corn, it's gonna come out corn. If you give them sweet potatoes, it's gonna be orange. Just be on the lookout, guys. If you have to change your son or daughter's diaper, it's nasty. And wear some clothespins or something like that, it's gross. It smells nasty. And it gets even worse as they get older. Because when they're younger, they feed on breast milk or formula, and it's not too bad. But when they get older and start eating solid foods, oh my God, gross. Okay. There's also other things other than poopy diapers that's really nasty. As the kid grows up, you're going to be enduring throw up. And throw up is really gross too because if they are drinking that milk, think of it like this. Think of it as you drinking or leaving out a gallon of milk in the hot sun for a week straight and not touching it, and then smell it. That's what it smells like after they throw up on you. And it's that milky white color. Oh, it's filthy. Okay, I can't describe how nasty of a feeling it is, especially if you have like a nice suit on or a dress or nice clothes on. Forget it. You can kiss your good wardrobe goodbye, especially with the kid, because it's just, it's nasty. I can't even say it's nasty enough. And then the boogers. Oh, there's so much snot from a kid. You got teething, so they're drooling on you. You got them sneezing on you, and they just hawk loogies on you, like with their nose. Oh, it's so, so gross. And, I love my kid to death, but when I first, learned all that kind of stuff from him, endured it, oh, yeah, I was flipping out. I was like, I got it on my clothes. Oh, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy at all because I had to keep going to the dry cleaner and I had to keep getting my clothes washed even though they were brand new. And yeah, it was gross. And him throwing up, he's just like, and it didn't even come from anywhere. It didn't even make any sounds. Like, just all over you. And it just spill out. And a ton of it would come out. It's gross. But if you're a parent or planning on becoming a parent, I highly recommend it. Even despite all the bad stuff we just talked about, it's fantastic. It's the best joy you'll ever get because it's your son or daughter, and they're a lot of fun. So, as the kids grow up and things like that, they're a lot of fun too. I used to have this one kid come in to my store, and he always, he liked me a lot, so he would bother me kind of. He'd ask me Just, why this, why that? And it was really funny. But what really stood out in my mind at that time was when I was working in my store and I was filling some chips and some soda. And he kept asking me, he's like, Tomas, what's this? And I just point to him like, it's chips. He's like, oh, chips. Okay, okay. They have that accent. They can speak English, but they have that Spanish accent. It's so cute. Or like I was filling the soda, he did the same thing. He's like, Tomas, what's this? And I'm like, it's soda. He's like, oh, soda. Okay, okay. It was really cute. But yeah, that's the good things about it. Now, when you become a parent, don't do what your parents used to do to you. Like, for example, my parents used to spank me, and then they'd tell me to stop crying. It's like, why are you spanking me if you're telling me not to cry at the same time? It's like, stop crying, stupid. It's kind of hypocritical. So if you're a parent, try not to do that, but we probably all will because that's just how it goes. So the second subject we're going to talk about is about drunk people. And, I don't condone, getting drunk or anything like that. I think it's stupid. I think it's a waste of money. But it's really funny when people are drunk. If you've ever been around a drunk person, they say stupid stuff, they do stupid stuff, they act stupid. And they're actually intelligent people, but when they get alcohol in them, they're just like, woohoo! Ah! And then they get that slur in their voice and they just like kind of pull their jaw back like that. And they just like are limp in certain ways, and it's really funny because like I don't know what made me think of this subject, but people at my jobs always think I have a really good drunk um, personality. If I act like that, and they're like, "Oh, you act like a drunk person, and it's really good." And I'm like, "Okay, well, maybe that's a good subject to talk about." So, but have you ever been around a drunk person? It could be at a restaurant, it could be anywhere, out in public. People get drunk all the time, but they're really funny, aren't they? I mean, they're like, you need to shush because I'm the boss of you. And if you don't be quiet, I'm going to tell your mommy. Alright? Apparently, drunk people are Southern, but they're not. Okay, I just have that accent because it's just kind of funny. Actually, drunk people are really funny when they try to pick up girls. Have you ever heard somebody try to pick up girls when they're drunk? Like, you're really pretty, alright? Your hair is really stringy, and your lips are just so lippy. I love it. I just want to take you and sweep you off your feet. Alright? You're coming home with me. And they just get that limp. I love doing drunk people, especially like when they are actually drunk and making fun of them because they're just really stupid. And I don't understand why people want to get drunk, but don't get drunk. It's not fun. You feel all nauseous the next day and you have your head on the toilet. It's like, oh, why did I do this? Blech. It's not fun. It's a waste of money. You look stupid. It's not really you, and you leave your mind open and do things you regret. So don't get drunk, but make fun of drunk people because it's funny. So next time we're gonna do episode 4, and you better tune in, otherwise I'm gonna get mad. Thank you everybody for joining our show today. That ends it. So today we're gonna be doing our corny joke for the day. And I looked this one up online and I thought it was really funny. So the joke is, how do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. Thank you so much. Tune in for episode 4 in a few days, hopefully. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Google+.